And so on to our 7th country, the race now heading into Italy.
So Pascal Lino has proved to be a very solid leader of the Tour de France, but if the truth were known, Indurain really has never put him under stress. He hasn't attacked him yet. Today we expect to see that all change. We're now in the Alps for 2 of the toughest days for many, many years. The overall situation, just a quick reminder, 1 minute 27 seconds between Lino and Indurain, 1 minute 58 to the third man, Stephen Roche, and 4 minutes and 8 seconds to Pedro Delgado. Let's get back to the action.
And what action it is, because Pascal Lino today must feel very unsafe. 165 riders rolling away now from Saint-Gervais-Mont-Blanc, heading across the borders into Italy and Sestriere. They face 1 second category climb, 3 premier category climbs, that's first category, and 1 all category climb, the climb of the Col de l'Iseron. Attacks coming right away from the start. And Claudio Chiappucci, the man who started them all, he never stops racing, this rider. Chiappucci first over the top there, the Col de Cézy, after just 31.5 kilometres, and that's the second category climb right behind him now, and he's already out on the attack. Chiappucci attacking today almost from the drop of the flag. And this very, very quick tour goes on and on. The riders never seem to know when to call a truce this year. It's been a superb tour to watch and report. Under pressure all of the time. Chiappucci, by the way, 4 minutes 54 seconds behind today in 7th place, and now in the leading breakaway already. Being joined on the attack there with Pello Ruiz Cabestany to the right of our picture. Cabestany, a Spanish rider, rides on an Italian team, and I'll tell you too, he speaks fluent English as well. Tilly Claverola, little Frenchman, former king of the mountains, the jersey that Chiappucci is wearing today, and this attack is looking very, very good indeed. Chiappucci, you know, is gaining time rapidly here, and the group is swelling up behind him as he steps on the pedals. Tilly Claverola, this little rider who rode so well in the United States this year in the Tour du Pont in the defence of Greg LeMond, who ran out the winner of that race. It was Tilly Claverola that set the pace up to Wintergreen Resort, that kept LeMond in with a real shout, and then LeMond finished it off with the yellow jersey at the end. Well, this is tremendous climbing prowess here by Claudio Chiappucci. This is a day of attack, and we haven't seen hide nor hair of Miguel Indurain, nor indeed of the yellow jersey. Luc Leblanc is in trouble. The champion of France is in a little bit of trouble here. And just look at this now. Castorama rider who won the French Championship just before the start of the Tour de France. He came here very, very confident indeed. He's now being forced here onto the wheel of his teammate, Jean-Claude Bagot. So the race continues to climb high into the Alps. This is a superb breakaway by Claudio Chiappucci. This man, you know, he never thinks of what might bring on the morrow. He just starts attacking and keeps on going as long as he possibly can. And just look at some of the face of these riders. They look down to the dizzy slope. Sean Kelly is up here too. Gonzalez in this break, Perez, Boats, Gaston. And this is a nice little breakaway. Some 10 riders here that they've developed on the climb of the Courmet de Roseland. And a beautiful scenery. And at last we've got a nice day in the Tour de France. Laurent Fignon, the winner of a stage only the other day, but now having to take his place behind the wheel of Miguel Indurain. It looks really cool there. Greg LeMond riding a lot better today as well. And number 29 on the far side there, Fabio Roscioli. He's had his moments in this year's Tour de France. Coccioli going through the picture. Franco Coccioli riding his first Tour de France. And, you know, he's in his early 30s now. And he's not really produced the ride he was hoping for. He hasn't challenged for the yellow jersey at all. Coming up towards the top then of the Courmet de Roseland. Sean Kelly there sitting at the back of that group. Now time for the chance to snatch a bit of food and start the long descent. And this is the main field going over with the yellow jersey in there. They're timed at 1 minute and 10 seconds down on that breakaway, which is 10 riders strong. And this is one rider who's found himself between the break and the main field, because this is Sean Yates of Great Britain and the Motorola team, a new champion of Great Britain at that. Yates was in that leading group, which originally was 15 riders strong. He's been dropped on the climb. Now it's a question of whether he will be prepared to take the chances here to get back up to that group on the descent. He went over the top of the mountain, not too far ahead of the peloton, and approximately 1 minute down on the leaders on the road. Well, there they are, and this has been a great descent by Sean Yates. A surprising rider, Sean. He's pulled off some great wins in his career, but basically he's the strong man of the Motorola team. When they want pure speed, they send Sean Yates